So let's get to know you guys a little bit better. Which season did you all actually officially start playing Apex Legends?
So I started playing in Season 6 competitively as I started to find that the game was a bit more interesting, especially in the competitive scene, and it was quite relatable to Overwatch. So it was an easy transfer in an esports series.
I started playing like when it first came out for a little bit, but then I kind of stopped and like everyone played for that 2 weeks, and then I stopped and went back to Overwatch. And then about 3 months ago, I left Overwatch and started playing Apex.
I come from nowhere, and just hopped on halfway through Season 6, starting with the weekly scrims last year, August. And then from there on, made a name for myself, and now here we are.
I started like the day it came out, and I played from there up until like Season 2. Like when it first started, I was playing like absolutely dumb hours, like 14 hours a day. Like it was actually the most fun I had like on a game release. But then I took a break from Season 2 to like halfway through Season 6. I was playing Overwatch mainly, and then I played some with God in Season 6, and then I really spammed when Olympus came out and Horizon. So since then, I've been playing a lot.
So you guys do go by the name Blind Peekers. Now I want to know, in this family, you four brothers, which of you are which shall be? You know, I wanna hear all the takes, and I wanna hope you guys all agree on it. Who's Tommy? Who's Arthur? Who's the other one? John? Better make sense, yeah.
All right, if you want to hear my take, I don't know how the boys are. We've never had this discussion before, but I would say I'm pretty much Tommy. I think about a lot of things, foreplan the business, foreplan how the team was, looking at different sponsorships, engagements, and orgs, trying to approach us, making sure that the business or the team is going further. And also probably one of the most riskiest people when I talk without a filter. So I quite can agree with that. So definitely I would say I'm Tommy because I don't give a lot about it when I come through, and I have to put on and make sure that I'm publicly supportive and the way that I interact is correct. So definitely so.
I'd say I'm clearly Ada Shelby because I'm just beautiful, you know. How it works. Yeah.
He's also learning Russian.
That was great.
Well, there you go. Scared from your side.
I just follow what Gutbuster says.
So he'd be Arthur then. He'd be the seeker. He would be sent out to go achieve and do what needs to be done.
I think I'm too young to know what this all means, but yeah, I don't understand.
There we go.
I just realized we're talking about the series.
Yeah.
Yes.
I mean, that's
Okay.
Arthur Shelby for you. That's all I'm gonna say.
It all makes sense now.
Not wrong.
We've gone full circle. Okay, well
That
that's
was a great
perfect.
answer, boys.
That was one of the things I was going to ask as well. So we're sorted with the rumors. We know what Blind Peekers is based on. For real now. We have confirmation. We have confirmation here. All right. Let's actually ask you guys this. What are your thoughts on Apex as an esport?
Apex is an esport, in my opinion, because I've done like research into the esport industry. I would say it's definitely an up and coming esport title that has reached a lot of exponential growth in the short space of time that it's come through. And if you look back now to where Season 6 was, you would see ALGS is invested, GLL is invested, NODWIN has invested. You've got a lot of these tournament organizers looking at the opportunity where there's not a marketing breach for them to have sponsorships and engagements with community, as well as ensuring that the community is hungry for the esport itself. So it creates a lot of growth and a lot of potential in the scene. So definitely one of the up-and-coming esports, and if not already there, even looking at our Rainbow Six competitor, let's say it's a competitor brand in the local esport market, they're still developing a league. We have leagues already. So definitely an up-and-coming and strong competitor for the esports series.
Do you guys have anything else to add?
I'd say like in comparison to other esports that are like 6v6 or 5v5, it's a little bit of a weak link that it's a battle royale from an esports standpoint, from a competitive point of view. But that's about it.
I guess the one thing I would add is it's very hard to like rank teams, because like in CS:GO or something you can rank teams based on how they play against other teams, but in Apex there's so many factors that go into whether you do well or you do badly. Like if you look at NRG Sweet Dreams, he played like a LGS and he placed like 20th, and like a couple of weeks ago he came first in the qualifiers. There's a lot of things that can go your way or not your way. So
Sweet. Awesome. Thanks, guys. Kaameel, you got your question? You can unmute now.
Okay. So I feel like you guys, if I watch you guys play, one of my favorite teams to watch in this African Throwdown, you guys play exciting, you guys play aggressive, but it seems to me, and I'm no expert at Apex, that because you guys have recently swapped to Apex Legends, you guys gunplay and stuff, your FPS experience is very high, but in terms of your Apex knowledge experience, in terms of rotating around the map, playing the zone, etc., maybe that it seems to me it's one of your guys' weaker points. How do you guys feel about just FPS skill and Apex Legends tactics itself? Where do you guys think your strengths lies?
I mean, if I had to look at it in the context of FPS and the strategy of the game, I started researching this game in Season 6, watched Hodsick, which is Team Liquid's coach, understanding the zone, the deep pocket theories, and all the different strategies behind it. And when we played GLL, we had a coach come in and give us a bit of fundamentals and a bit of understandings, which is obviously before we played NODWIN. To understand the comp we're running, to understand the dynamic players that we are, and to understand where are our weak points and where are our strong points. Like, for instance, my coach put me on Wraith to learn why I was so aggressive because Gibby was untouchable. And they put Aquatic on Gibby for him to realize like how damn tanky this person actually is and what it affects. So when I look at the strategies side, I do a lot of I've got a photographic memory. So when it comes to zone endings, I can predict them pretty easily and pretty upfront. However, I didn't know what the hot zones were or the different meets in the middle during mid rotations, which I needed to then put into factors, which is again a game of chance. You don't know if a team's going to rotate with you. You don't know if a team's going to go the opposite direction. You don't know if they want extra KP, if they want placement points. So it does come down a bit to chance. In our tournament, we were playing as a team to have fun. I'm going to be real with you, Aquatic, myself, and Scare. We came to have fun, see what the scene's about, play in a NODWIN tournament, support the local tournament organizer, and see where we can go. And now that it's become more serious, you'll definitely see a much more serious team entering the finals coming forward. I can definitely tell you that. A lot of preparation's gone behind the scenes. I mean, I don't know. I'm pretty sure the boys would agree with me. Like Aquatic 20, I know Scare's been in and out because he's got his own team as well for GLL. So, but I'm pretty sure that we can definitely see that there'll be something to come forward.
If the RNG gods just absolutely love you, what is your ideal weapons, your ideal loadout? What is your favorite weapons to be running in Apex?
Starting as a Gibby player, I would say it used to be the G7, 100%. G7 with a Bruiser. One of the most strongest guns in my opinion. You can melt somebody in less than 5-6 bullets and they're dead. Aquatic knows this. I play Bruisers in 1v1s on the G7 and it shreds. So I would definitely say the G7, a Mastiff, and yeah, a lot of heals if I want to go for it, or a lot of nades. Otherwise, the Hemlock is close second. I'm not gonna lie.
Yeah, our coach is gonna hate me for saying this, but I really like to run like my absolute favorite is R301 R9, you know, running the R400 combo. My absolute favorite, but it just shreds ammo.
It's painful, but it's so good. Mr. Scare, from your side?
Normally 301 Mastiff or Eva, or if I'm really feeling warm, then I go Wingman Mastiff. And
Ooh,
yeah.
spicy. 20, your side?
if I wanted to play it safe, probably 301 and Eva right now. Eva's busted and 301 is just nice to beam with. But if I'm feeling a bit zany, maybe swap out the Eva for a Wingman.
Scare, I'm surprised you didn't say Spitfire.
Nah, I'm not a Spitfire, Andy.
I mean, I feel like there were a few moments that we were just shouting your
I couldn't find the heavy
name.
gun. I was running around asking for a flatline, but all I found was Spitfire, so I had to make do with what I had.
You were melting people with that Spitfire, man. Ah.
It's the gun, not me.
Oh my goodness. Any tips and tricks that you guys have for casual players trying to polish up their game, trying to get better at the game, etc.? Where are some of the points that you guys think that they should, really focus?
I would say when it comes to the game, watching some of the coaches and how they work with their teams and watching what you need to actually understand as a base theory. So it's basically like the deep pocket principle, the different rotations, the different map endings. These are game knowledge these are different various points of game knowledge that you need to know to be able to hold your own. Like, you don't have to have the best aim, but if you can act on these principles safely and correctly, you'll climb easily to diamond, if not into this masters, because of the way that the ranked has been set out recently. So it'll teach you a lot going forward, in my opinion.
Awesome. Aquatic, from your side?
I'd say a big thing that you can kind of bring over from Overwatch is you're always looking at team compositions. So, and you're positioning according to what abilities those characters on the enemy team composition have. So, like for example, if they have a Gibby, you know, you don't want to play too close because they can bubble forward and take space on you. So you want to hold a angle slightly further back so they can't use that as an advantage, and should always pay attention to what composition squads are running and position accordingly.
Perfect. Scare, from your side?
I'm gonna say two things that I struggle to learn or like adjust to the most. Is controlling your anger and taking the time to learn the game, because every time you die, I would say don't get upset. Rather learn from your mistake, because every time you die, there's something you could have learned from it.
Perfect. And 20?
I have 3 things I want to say. If it's like a casual audience, I guess.
Go for it.
Pretty simple though. First one, put your gun away. You sprint faster. On that side, on that note, if you move left or right while sprinting, you lose all momentum. So you want to sprint in a straight line all the time to go as fast as possible. And slide jump. Don't forget to slide jump. Also speed. And armor swaps. Like if you down someone and you kill them, you want to swap. You can full heal instantly. Like open their box, take their armor, can fight more. Like those are big in Apex.
Awesome. Some
There is one
nuggets
thing,
from the blind pickers. Yeah, you have another one.
There is one thing I'd like to add, which I'm surprised Aquatic or 20 didn't bring up, being the aim people that they are and how intense they are on their aim routines. I was leaving it for them to bring up. They do Kovacs as an aim trainer to improve their aim, improve their recoil, improve their mouse control, their smoothing, and having an effective routine will teach you the basics that you need to definitely ensure that you're improving your aim game. Because in Apex, it's game sense and it's mechanics. And if your mechanics are falling, you're not going to be able to play at the level you want. So getting an aim coach, getting somebody to teach you how to manipulate these apps and use these apps correctly to improve yourself will definitely take you to the next level or the higher level. And Aquatic is Voltaic Diamond pushing Masters at the moment. He got a few of his Master scores, and 20's got Voltaic Masters 1, which is like the ranking scores in Kovacs, and they're like one of the top Kovacs players in South Africa. So it's definitely something to look out for, and it's something to definitely use to improve your aim. So to toot their horn that they didn't toot.
Listen, I on that like topic, I didn't really want to say like aim training, because if we're talking about like people, we're talking about people who maybe don't have a lot of time to like put into gaming, who just want to have like an extra edge when they play Apex. So I mean, if you have the time, like do aim training. I vouch for it. Like it helps a lot. But yeah, definitely prioritize playing the game more than aim training, because it doesn't really help if you don't have any game sense, and you only get game sense if you play the game. So
100%.
Well, you never know. Like these tips and tricks might be for casual players that just want to, get a rank up, or maybe it's casual players that actually want to go into comp. So it's good. It's good. It's good knowledge to have, and NODWIN always like to encourage that, especially for your African teams that want to get into Apex and things like that. So they need the knowledge. So it's good to hear from you guys in regards to that. All right, awesome guys. Well, I'm gonna say good night. Thank you so much again for all your efforts to get all the things sorted and make it in time. And good luck. I'm keen to see how 20 is gonna do his debut. It's gonna be good. Gonna make sure the Kaameel's talking about it. You're filling in for the big man here. You're filling in with for the Spitfire man.
Do the Spitfire proud in his absence since you were shitting on him earlier.
You also need a shot. I can't find another flatline.
I mean, you can ask them. We ran around the whole map looking for me and my gun.
You were melting people. I think you got like 8 kills at one game, just Spitfire. It was just like you're running from Scare and he has a Spitfire. What do?
And those 8 people hate me for using their gun.
Yeah, true.
All right, guys. Well, have a good one. It's a
Yep.
scary one. After the season 8 buff, it's insane.
Stay well. Hey, enjoy your night. Thank you very much for
Yep,
taking your
cheers,
time to
thank
coming
you.
through.
Cheers, guys.
Cheers,
We do
guys.
appreciate it.
Cheers,
Stay
guys.
well. Like, have a look at it.
You wanna-
It's
you wanna-
legendary. It's legendary.
This
He
is,
ties
this
it
is what I
himself.
play on.
Whoa.
It's like it's usually more wobbly, right? So I tie it so it's less wobbly.
Wild.
The facial expressions is
is
exactly what I was
iconic.
going for.